Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how we can make some cool planner stickers. And what I've done is created a template for you that you can grab over at my blog, which will be in the link in the description down below. And in this template, you can just upload it and we're going to play with it and customize the heck out of it, so you guys can have these awesome personalized planner stickers that you can use to organize your stuff. So grab the file first if you haven't done that yet, and then we're going to head to upload and upload the template. Now, once you have the template, I have already sized this template to the correct print then cut size. So I recommend not moving anything around if you don't want to have to fiddle with it later. But it's here for you, so you can move things around if you don't want all these arrow tabs and instead you want more page tabs. You can go ahead and kind of make alterations to that. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is ungroup this. Now you could cut it out the way it is right now. It's not going to cut it out in these colors. This is just kind of, color references for options of what you can do. But right now it's pretty much only set to cut, so it's not going to print anything. Okay, so we are going to customize it now. So I've ungrouped that so we can play with each individual piece. And let's select this one because you can actually see what I'm going to do here. So you could fill it with a color. Okay, which would then allow you, so if you go to print here and you fill it with a color, now this will actually print blue before it cuts. But what we want to do is actually fill it with a pattern. So here's where it gets fun, guys. Cricut has all of these patterns built in and they allow you to customize quite a bit. So what I mean by that is if I click on these stripes, for example, I can go to edit pattern and drag this out, for example, and look at that, right? Now the bars are bigger. So you can customize this in a few different ways. Obviously you can't customize the color because there's no color option for this particular pattern. But there are so many patterns. Like if you just keep scrolling, I don't even think I got to the end of it. So you could really spend a long time here customizing each of these, which is going to be fun, I guess. So one other thing I want to show you before I personalize this myself is what we're going to do with text. Okay, so these tabs in particular, how they've been built in a sense is that this bottom tab here is going to it's going to stick. So you're folding it over at this point here, right? So it's literally a tab sticking out of your page. So you probably want to add some text, some custom text to it before you fold it over. So let's say you're doing like a monthly calendar, then you could do January. Yeah, and you can rotate that and squeeze that on there. There we go, like that, right? And you can put it on both sides. And the thing about this is right now it's a cut layer, right? But we're going to do the print then cut. So what you actually need to do is select that layer and select this planner tab layer, which is now down here. So let's move that up. Cool. And you're going to select these two layers and you're going to flatten. Cool. See how now it shows this like cut then print and it's in one layer, right? So you can't edit it anymore. So don't do this until you're ready to say like, okay, I'm happy with the wording and I'm happy with the placement and I'm happy with the color. Because literally now what you've done is you've turned this cut image into a print then cut image. So literally it's going to print this out now, right? And cut along the edges. So like it's done. You can't go back and change that now. So I would go back, undo that and make my alterations first. Cause like if I suddenly decide I don't want this to be black, I want this to be white. Yeah, you're not going to be able to do that if you've already flattened it. Okay. So don't hit flatten until you are ready and you are done with your design. But yeah, you can literally use this design technique on everything on here. So if you wanted to add some text on each of these ribbon pieces, go ahead and do that. If you wanted to add some numbers on these pieces, go ahead and do that. You want to add a heart. Let's add a heart. And Oh, let me show you another technique right now. So if you add a heart, right, and let's say you want to do, let's make this heart pink on blue, right? So you can put that on there, and you can select these two layers, right? They're selected now, and you can flatten those layers. Look at that. And now that's a print and cut. Look how cute that is, right? So yeah, play with this. I'm not going to show you that because it'll be an hour-long video of me playing with all these options, but play with that. And then I'm going to speed up ahead, and once I am done playing with this, I will show you what we are going to do next to prepare this for our mat. All right, so I have flattened all of my layers, and I think I'm done designing my stickers here. But there's one more thing I want to show you before I go ahead and start printing and cutting these out, okay? So you want to select everything and attach them. This way they're not going to move around on you when you go to print and cut. So hit that attach button. All right, and you want to see that this has been attached, okay? Now when you go to make it, everything should stay put from how we've designed it, all right? So yeah, go ahead and print and cut this out, and I will show you the paper that I'm using. If you've watched my other emoji sticker video, then you've already seen all the rest of these steps here, so you can go ahead and skip that. But if you haven't, I will show you really quickly so you know exactly how to make these, okay? All right, I'll see you in a minute. All right, guys, so what I am using are white shipping labels. These were the cheapest option. You can also use printable stickers, but this was just the cheapest for me for how many sheets you get. And make sure you get the full label sheet, okay? Don't get the ones with like the mailing address labels because those are already pre-cut. So that's not really gonna help us with these stickers. So full sheet labels, but feel free to use whatever you have on hand. And the other thing that we are going to do is we're going to protect our stickers. So this has been print and cut on my laser printer. You can print with whatever printer you have, but the one thing that we are going to need to do is add a protective layer, okay? So if you want to leave it like this, you can, but there's no protection on it, so it will smudge if it gets even a little wet. So what I am using is this clear contact paper that is from the Dollar Tree. And you want to use something that is clear. So for example, the Cricut transfer paper will not work because the grid is on the clear side, so it will not cover, like it will not be clear in your sticker, right? So we're going to use this stuff, and all I'm going to do is put it on my sticker sheet, and then I'm gonna go ahead and cut it out on my Cricut. All right, let's do it. All right, so I have finished putting my transfer tape on my sticker sheet, and I'm using the light grip mat to cut this out. And the setting I'm going to be using is the clear printable sticker paper for a nice kiss cut, okay? These are tabs that are going to go on your planner. So I don't have a traditional planner. I used to have one when I was in high school, but I stopped doing them because I went all digital. I just found it a lot of time to write in, which I mean is great when you have a lot of time, but lately I find I don't have a lot of time. If you have kids, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So this is what I use now, and if you work in corporate right now, if you've ever worked in corporate, if you work in any sort of job that you're gonna use paper in any way, shape, or form, and you wanted to write down notes, you need to get this system, okay? If you want to know more about it, I can talk about it in another video, but let me know in the comments down below that you do want to hear more about it so I can tell you more about it, okay? Basically, it's kind of like a binder system, except it's so much better because hold it all together and I can customize pretty much everything. So I love this to death. I used it when I worked in corporate, and I continue to use the system now. So anyways, I have my calendar here, and I have various notes and stuff in here. So what I'm going to do is show you how I use these tabs here, right? So this one's calendar, and they literally just fold over like that. So that's really, really handy. And I'm just going to show you. So I'm going to put that on the edge there, like so. And I'm just going to carefully fold that over. And there we go. So there is my calendar tab, right? And then I can do the same thing with all my other tabs here, and it's pretty sturdy, guys. Like, this is really nice. And I love that I can put it anywhere. And then of course I have my other stickers here that I'm going to play around with as I put things in my binder. So I hope you liked the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stickers. If you want to polish it up, obviously you can cut along the lines, but I'm probably going to be using them right away anyways. Anyways, once again, if you want to hear more about this, let me know down below. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.